Last time when we learned the Dharma, we learn from books, from teachers, speakers, and nowadays so easily available in the internet. So we listen to all this Dharma talk. These speakers speak very well, can express very well. The speaker not so good, or doesn't like him, or doesn't like her. This liking, disliking always arise in our mind. And if our mind is prejudiced, if our mind don't have the base of the Dharma, if our mind never been calmed down, then this mind will be always influenced and affected by greed, hatred, delusion, affected by pride and ego. And this is what caused human being to suffer. This is what caused a lot of people, even though you may be staying in a place that is calm, even though you may go to the forest, but when the mind is chaotic, the forest can't help us. When the Buddha talked about the forest, to clear the forest out from the mind, it doesn't mean we're going to cut down the tree in the forest. No, to clear the forest within ourselves, our own mind, our all this unwholesome mental state that is engineered by greed, hatred, delusion, engineered by pride, by views, ego. These are the things that make us suffer. Because we always feel insecure, we feel threatened, and that is the problem. If our mind is calm, our mind at the base of calmness, we see very clearly the five khandhas and how they are interrelated. We don't have problem within our own mind. We won't have problem externally. We will take every situation in our encounter to be our practice. That's why as a practitioner in Buddhism, the mindfulness is very important. How we are able, we're fast enough to catch, we're fast enough to react wisely by not being affected by our emotion, our preconceived idea of things how it should be. And that is practice. That's why when we talk about endurance, we talk about patience. This is called the practice of patience. You see, all these great teachers in the past, how they practice. All these great teachers in the past, when they were in the 60s, 70s in Thailand, they stay with communists. They don't have religions. And some communists, they even kill the monk. But the monk never run. Those who got killed, they take it as all his karma. He pay his karma. And that in conjunction with what the Buddha once asked one of his disciples, when the disciple take leave that he's going to the southern part of India, and the Buddha said, oh, southern part, the people, they're very fierce, So how are you going to react if the people scold you? And the monk answered, oh, it's better than they injured me or harm me. What happens if they harm you? Or it's better than they kill me. What happens if they kill you? Oh, I use up my karma. And the Buddha said, pass, you can go. You see how inspiring when you read this kind of passage and how this kind of, what we call it, good quality that inspire reader like us. We take that as our example. And why? With all this, and last time there were not so many you can't easily go and look for a teacher to teach you. No. But this good quality has been instilled in that monk because of his practice, because he has gained the internal peace within himself. Definitely, no doubt. That's why he's very confident to put out that statement. If a person don't have that kind of confidence they can't. They can't because why? They are weak. Internally, they are weak. The mind cannot calm down. The mind full of doubts, full of anger, full of hatred, full of delusions, and all this jumble up. They can't. Over-involvement. That's why it's always good to stay away, slow down, meditate, reflect. Then we can improve. Regardless of whether you are samanera, you are monk, you're bhikkhuni, or you're lay people. No. I know lay people practice very well. Very well. I know this lady. I call her my godmother, Yom Uan. She stayed in Lopburi, but unfortunately she passed away. She got psychic. When she saw me first time, she said, oh, she told me a lot of things. I thought, I was puzzled. I thought she was mad. But later stage of my monkhood, I realized, what she says is all true. And I went back to see her again because I know her. And what happened in Malaysia, she also know. And she doesn't have a handphone. And that time there was no such thing as Facebook or no such thing that give us all this convenience nowadays. And you see the practice so good. When she was ordained as a Mechi, a preceptor, one of my friend Ajahn would want to test her out whether she's scared of death or not. Purposely make her to stay in Keng pagoda. There's an old pagoda. Last time there's no pagoda yet. Just a small stupa made of brick and has been run down. So she stayed there inside a small sala. And you see what happened? The tiger came down and bring a eaten buffalo eat in front of her. And this lady shut up, puto, bang. Focus on the puto, that's all. And guess what? Next day, lots of people come with boats, bring a lot of offering and food to offer to her. She was puzzled. Why? I don't know this. How they come? And these people say, "Oh, yesterday someone come and inform us that someone is very hungry in this pagoda here. So we don't know who. So we come." And then she met her. Now, what I'm trying to point out is that if you are practicing correctly, you don't worry. Even the deva, the divine beings, will want to come and make merit in the forest. They don't need any advertisement. They don't need to have all kinds of apparatus to tell people to donate this. Don't have to donate. They don't have to, because they believe in the practice of the Dharma, that the Dharma will protect those who protect the Dharma. And this is a very universal truth. And why we can't see the truth? Because we have been drifted away from the real practice. We take the worldly to be the Dharma, which is not Dharma. Worldly thing are not Dharma. Worldly thing is not Dharma. Dharma is the liberation of one's own mind, to be able to handle one's anger, one's hatred, one's deluded mind when it arises. Mindfulness is fast enough to detect and stabilize the mind in the state of calmness, and how to find a way to tackle it by not reacting to it. But in the internet, nowadays, we have people coming out to express anger, to express how they feel, so that, it's really the other way around. They take the worldly to be the Dharma, and those Dharma to be out of date, couldn't care less. This is why, that's why the Dharma will degenerate, because no one is practicing the developments of the mind. You look at KLCC tower, you look at this high-rising tower, they're just tower building. No special, you got money can build already. Also specialist building. But this mind of ours is not easy, so hard. So hard, the Buddha say. So hard to train, like monkey. He try to catch the tear, he jump here, jump there. Just like a wild horse, keep galloping. We can't control it. And that's why the Buddha give a similar analogy on this kind of our mind state. It's the hardest to tackle, to calm down. But of course, the Buddha also say that we can't do it. He says we have to be what? We must have the faith that this practice was sure to enhance us, to end our suffering within ourselves. We cannot change other people. We can never change other people, but we can change inside us. The problem with us, a lot of human beings have the problem is want to change other people, want other people to be the way you want them to be. That's not going to work. And because of this uncalm mind, unstabilized mind, this pain, this kind of fire that's burning the heart, you start to burn people around you. And this is what's happening in our society. That's why you see, even the doctor can build more hospital. They're not going to solve the problem. They can build a lot of prison. They're going to solve the problem. You can't solve. It's better that we educate the people in morality, educate the people in how to calm the mind, educate the people in how to look at life, to take things easy. That even we die, we can't bring anything along. We might find that, this is so discouraging. This is so, got no vigor at all. If not, why the Buddha will give up his luxurious lifestyle, become a monk, become a homeless people, and look for the internal peace. This is something we got to take the Buddha as our milestone, the Buddha's path, the way to end the suffering. At the very least, you come back as a good human being, mentally sound. At the very least, you're born in the heaven. At the very least, You can become a Sotapanna, Sakatagami, Anagami, or Arahant. Finish your job. And we have the choice. It's just that we can't control our own mind state. We let the defilement, we let our ego, our pride to take over us. And this is what driven us so painful inside. This is why we can never find peace. We can never have a balance in our life. You see, we go everywhere, here no good. Go there, here no good. Go to the forest, too noisy. The car racing in the what they call it, race. There's a race Saturday. They always have racing. Why I say that? Because we went to Yuyang when we were up in the rock, right? The whole night. I just laughed to myself. I thought Yuyang would be very secluded and then so beautiful, but no, that's not true. Then I go to Yuyang, I say, I better stay in my room more peaceful. But anyway, it's a good test. It make you unhappy, but you look at the unhappy state of mind. Who asked you to come here? No one invite you to come to the forest. You come by yourself, and you jolly well put up with what you're going to face, and don't cry like a baby when anything happen to us. And this is training. You want to train. This is how we train. We are able to take on. This is called internal challenge. We call challenge ourselves. This is the training. If we die, people will pray, oh, this so and so died. Oh, meditating this and that. Yeah, that should be the way we train. You see all the great teacher in the past, when they train, they don't have anything, nothing. They only have the 3 ropes, simple thing only, and yet they can survive. Because why? They practice patient endurance. Even no food, they just stay with no food, no nothing. They walk. They walk and walk. And you say that, Ajahn, this is last time the people there, last time people got defilement, nowadays people no defilement or what? It's still human being, human body all the same. You take food, he also take food. Our food better still. But our shit is more stink because more defilement. People take simple food, hard life, but still people can train. I mean, how come? Why I want to bring out all these things is a form of reflection, to reflect on, reflect on it. Then how to find improvement in ourselves. This is my duty as a senior monk. It's not to criticize, no. You see how the Buddha reprimanded Ananda and how he praised Mahakassapa? Because Ananda like to mess around the lay people, like to help this, help that. And when Moggallana came and reprimanded him that don't go and get involved, go and meditate. He's not happy, Ananda. You read the sutta. But did the Buddha scold Moggallana? No. Did the Buddha tell off any sinner? No. Because they are doing their duty rightly. And what happened after the Buddha Nibbana? All the Arahant just quietly. But Ananda cried like a baby, like that cry. Buddha died already. What happened to me? What's going to happen to me? Because he still haven't breakthrough. This is what happened, and all the Arahant just keep quiet, composed. So when we read books, when we hear talk, we should reflect. We should maintain a neutral mind state and listen. What is this passage, or what is talk trying to tell me? How can I learn from this talk, this advice? That should be the approach. But unwholesome mind state will say, he's criticizing me, blah, blah, blah. You see? Then you will never learn. We will never learn. So remember, right, we come to a place. Yesterday there was this lady. I didn't know my talk really whacked her into her heart. She said, Ajahn, how come you know my problem? I said, I don't know your problem. I'm not a busybody. I'm just talking what I'm trying to say. What pops up in my mind, I just say what is right in terms of the Dharma. Because why? The Buddha say we must have the respect for the Dharma, regardless of whether this person giving talk, he has breakthrough or no breakthrough. He's an Arahant or not. The minute he give talk, there should be a mind of respect. Then the Dharma will immerse into the heart when it is suitable for the individual. But most of the people, sometimes because of this pride and ego, they will resist. They will, when you give talk, they will whack back internally, and they will never learn. And it's very pitiful, because this is why the Buddha said that when no one say anything, doesn't mean that it's okay. When no one say anything, sometimes it's because there's nothing to say, because useless to say. So better don't say. And why? When sometimes we need to say because there's a need to give advice, to give encouragement. Both the lay, the member of the Sangha play a very important part in sustaining and upholding Buddhism, Buddha Sasana. The monk cannot say we don't need the lay. No. The Buddha say in order for the Sasana to sustain and grow, the lay and the member of Sangha got to cooperate, harmony, respect, harmony. Yeah, this is very important. So this will be the sharing for today, and I hope it will be of good use for you all. Sapparo gavini modoi sapasanta bhavanjitoi sabhave ramadi kantoi nibuddho jatuva bhavasabhidiyo vivanjanto sapparo Vinasatu mane bhavavantarayo sukhindi kayo go bhavabiwadana sili sanicca vuttapachayino chataro Vantanti ayuvano sukha